Hi students, today we will see about biogas protection and application. First we are all going to what is biogas? Biogas is the mixture of gases produced by the breakdown of organic matter in the absence of oxygen, primarily consisting of methane and carbon dioxide. Biogas can be produced from raw material such as agricultural waste, manure, municipal waste, plant material, sewage, green waste, or food waste. Biogas is a renewable energy source. In India, it is also known as global gas. First, we are all going to what is biogas? Biogas is produced by anaerobic digestion with methanogen or anaerobic organism which digest material inside a closed system or fermentation of biodegradable materials. This closed system is called an anaerobic digester, biodigester, or a bioreactor. Biogas is primarily methane and carbon dioxide and may have small amount of hydrogen sulfide. The gas methane, hydrogen and carbon monoxide can be combusted or oxidized with oxygen. Oxidized means oxidation was defined as a gain of oxygen atom. And next we are all going to composition of biogas. The composition of biogas varies depending upon the origin of the anaerobic digestion process. Usually methane. Methane is 50%, carbon dioxide 25%, nitrogen 10%, hydrogen and oxygen 1%. And next we are all going to aerobic digester. The anaerobic digester is a series of processes in which microorganisms break down biodegradable materials in the absence of oxygen. It is used for industrial or domestic purpose to manage waste and or to release energy. The digestion process begins with bacteria hydrolysis of the input materials to break down insoluble organic polymers such as carbohydrate and make them available for other bacteria. And next we are all going to methanogens. What mean by methanogens? In oxygen free, that is anaerobic environmental condition, methane can be produced by a type of bacteria known as methanogenic bacteria. Methane can also be used as an energy source by other bacteria that grow in the presence of oxygen, which break down the compounds into carbon dioxide and water. Next we are all going to oxidation of methane. What mean by oxidation? Oxidation was defined as a gain of oxygen atom, that is called oxidation. The oxidation of methane by bacteria requires oxygen. The end results in the production of carbon dioxide and water. Methane oxidation is restricted to prokaryotes. Eukaryotic microorganisms such as algae and fungi do not oxidize methane. And next we are all going to methane oxidizing and producing bacteria. Methane is a chemical compounds that consist of a carbon atom to which are bounded 4 hydrogen atom, that is CH4. This bacteria are known as methane oxidizing bacteria. The gas is a major constituent of oxygen free mud and water, mosses, the rumen of cattle and other animals, and the intestinal tract of mammals. Methane is described as being a greenhouse gas, which means it can warm the surface atmosphere. And next we are all going to methanogen. This bacteria are known as methane oxidizing bacteria. Bacteria from a number of genera are able to oxidize the methane. This include methanocenas, methylocystis, methanomonas, methylomonas, methanobacter and methylococcus. A characteristic features of methane oxidizing bacteria is the presence of an extensive system of membrane inside the bacteria cells. The membranes house the enzyme and other biochemical machinery needed to deal with the of methane as an energy source. And next we are all going to how to produce biogas. The household food waste and sewage entered into the processed by the anaerobic digestion at the sewage work, then produced biogas. This biogas used to provide heat, generates electricity in house and power vehicles. And next we are all going to production process. In production of biogas is produced by microorganisms such as methanogens and sulfate reducing bacteria performing anaerobic respirations. Biogas can be produced naturally or industrially. Acetogenic bacteria then convert the sugar and amino acid into carbon dioxide, hydrogen, ammonia and organic acid. Acetogenic bacteria then convert this resulting organic acid into acetic acid along with the additional ammonia, hydrogen and carbon dioxide. And finally, methanogen converted this product to methane and carbon dioxide. And next we are all going to production of biogas. Biogas is the gaseous fuel, especially methane, produced by the fermentation of organic matter. Biogas is the mixture of gases produced by the breakdown of organic matter in the absence of oxygen, primarily consisting of methane and carbon dioxide. Biogas can be produced from raw materials such as agricultural waste, manure, municipal waste, plant material, sewage, green waste or food waste. Biogas is primarily composed of methane gas, carbon dioxide and a trace amount of nitrogen, hydrogen and carbon monoxide. First, the carbohydrate, fat and protein converted into sugar, fatty acid and amino acid. This process is called hydrolysis. What mean by hydrolysis? Hydrolysis means it is any chemical reaction in which a molecules of water rupture one or more chemical bond. The term is used broadly for substitutions, eliminations and solvations reactions in which water is the nucleophils. And next we are all going to this sugar, fatty acid and amino acid converted into carbon monoxide and hydrogen, carbon dioxide and ammonia. This process is called acetogenesis. What mean by acetogenesis? Acetogenesis is a process through which acetate is produced either by reduction of carbon dioxide or by reduction of organic acids. And next it will converted into hydrogen, acetic acid and carbon dioxide. This process is called acetogenesis. What mean by acetogenesis? Acetogenesis is a process through which acetate is produced either by reduction of carbon dioxide or by reduction of organic acid. And finally, it will converted into methanogenesis. Methanogenesis is a process the organism capable of producing methane, that is called methanogenesis. The biogas is produced as landfill gas LFG, which is produced by the breakdown of biodegradable waste inside a landfill due to chemical reactions and microbes, or as digested gas produced inside an anaerobic digester. And next we are all going to protection equipment. The main part of typical biogas plant consists of the following components. First one is inlet, and second one is digester, and third gas holder, and fourth one is outlet. There are different types of biogas protection plant. The main two types are follows. First one is fixed dome plant and floating dome plant. First we are all going to fixed dome plant. Fixed dome plant, the plant consists of a digester with a fixed non-movable gas holder which sit on top of the digester. The advantages of fixed dome type: the cost of fixed dome biogas plant are relatively low. It is simple as no moving part exists. There are also known rusting steel parts and hence a long life of the plant up to 20 years or more can be expected. And next we are all going to floating dome type. Floating dome plant consists of an underground digester and a moving gas holder. The gas holder float either directly on the fermentation slurry or in water jacket its own. The gas is collected in the gas drum which rise or moving down according to the amount of gas stored. What are the advantages of floating dome type? The floating dome plant are easy to understand and operate. They provide gas at a constant pressure and a stored gas volume is immediately recognizable by the positions of the drum. And next we are all going to what are the factors affecting yield and protection of biogas. Many factors affecting the fermentation process of organic substance under anaerobic conditions are: first one is the quantity and nature of organic matter, and second one is the temperature, and third acidity and alkalinity, that is pH value of substrate, the flow and dilutions of materials. And next we are all going to biochemical reactions. The organic matter converted into CH4, that is methane, CO2 carbon dioxide, hydrogen, ammonia and hydrogen sulfate. What are the stage of anaerobic digestion? First one is liquefactions by hydrolytic enzyme, and second one is acid formation, and third methane forming with methanogen production. And next we are all going to liquefactions by hydrolytic enzyme. The complex organic matter is degraded to basic structure by hydraulic bacteria. What mean by hydraulic? Hydraulic means it relating to an liquid moving in the confined space under the pressure. That is called hydraulic. It is one type of bacterial type. And then protein, fat and amylose. Protein converted into peptide and amino acid, and then fat, glyceric and fatty acid, and then amylose converted into monosaccharide and polysaccharides. And next we are going to acid production. It is also called acetogenesis. Acetogenesis means acid production. It's simple organic matter or converted into acetic acid, hydrogen gas and carbon dioxide gas. The acting bacteria in this process are called hydrogen producing bacteria and acid producing bacteria. Next we are all going to methane production. Methane production also known as methanogenesis. In this process acetic acid, hydrogen, carbon dioxide and converted into CH4, that is methane. Methane producing bacteria have strict pH requirements and low adaptability to temperature. For example, Methanococcus janachi and Methanobacterium thermoautotrophicum. These are best example of methane production. And next we are all going to benefit of biogas. First one is alternate energy source. Fertilizer requires only locally and easily available materials for constructions, and then control pollutions, little operational skill and maintenance required, and then rapid fall in disease. And next we are all going to advantages of biogas as a fuel. High calorific value and renewable source of energy, non-polluting, reduces landfills, and then economical technology. Biogas. Thank you. Students, if you have any doubt about this topic, please comment to me. Thank you.